Yeah, Fordy, to start with, another really tough third quarter for the team. Is there anything you're noticing from recent performances, like any sort of trends in the team entering the second half?
Yeah, I think it's been ongoing all season. We addressed it at half time in minute 14, about a minute 40, 41. Subbed Taj out because he's got 2 fouls, and the possession before that he tried to strip Clark in the backcourt, and I thought he was close to picking up his third. So, we sub him out. Sydney come down. They run a staggers action, which DJ cuts through, clears out the other side because we were being fairly aggressive with it, and we bugger up whether we switch or we don't switch, and he drills a three. Then next possession down, we do the same where we switch out. And now we've got the cross match with Cooks in the post. Ben fouls him and he's in the bonus, and so he sends him to the foul line rather than just competing. And I don't mind the fact that we left points on the free throw line. Like, that happens, and even then when it was 43-37, Taj shoots two, he misses both. We get a stop down the other end, we come back down. Keanu gets called for the charge, being aggressive on the rim. So you look at that and go, any other day of the week, that's 2 from 2 from the foul line and a dunk for Keanu, and suddenly that 7-point difference is double figures. But we make a substitution, and this was the issue that we had before, where whether we just have lapses of concentration or miscommunication, they tie the game. We try and fix it at half time, and they continue on with that momentum into the third, and they go on an 18-0 run that overlaps 2 quarters. It's frustrating.
How much does it get worse as the quarter progresses from your point of view? Like, do those frustrations and problems shooting and scoring, do those show themselves as the third quarter progresses?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really felt super comfortable in the first when we had that lead. I almost felt like it was a bit of fool's gold. I felt like we were just barely hanging on to it. It slowly started to unravel, obviously, in that third quarter. Sydney did a good job maintaining like a 10 to 12 point, digit lead, which they gained back even when we came out and hit those 3 straight threes. There's some common themes that we need to address and need to address and work on. We've got 1 game left, so yeah, there's trends that we need to fix for the last game of the season.
And just with Dan started the game pretty had a tough start to the game, and then what was your message to him in the second half to sort of get him going?
Sorry, who?
Joogie Deng.
Oh, yep. Same message every week, same message every week.
You get those rebounds if you're not going to turn the scoreboard over.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of his job description. If we talk about job descriptions in that position as a 4-man, ideally I want you to be able to defend the other 4-man. I want you to be able to get rebounds. I want you to be able to protect the rim. I want to be able to switch out and have, to defend the perimeter. I need you to be able to communicate and talk the on-ball screens. That's just all the job descriptions on the defensive end. They're the non-negotiables that you can control every week. And then, yes, be aggressive, stay aggressive on the offensive end, look to score, look to set screens, look to get your teammates open, look to move the ball.
One of the only players contracted for next season for the Taipans. How important is this last game to sort of get end the season on a high note for him personally?
Oh, definitely. We owe it to the crowd. Like I've said it multiple times before. I feel like we're not delivering. Again, no one left. Like, this is a remarkable fan base. So, this is my 3rd club, and it's depending on what city you're in, the support and the criticism is always different. Depending on the history of the club, the momentum that the team's on. This we're not delivering the product that the fan base deserve. I make a commitment that, this is going to be one of the hardest working off seasons that I know myself and the staff are going to conduct. We're not taking days off. There's no holidays. There's no Mad Monday. None of this. We need to repay the faith of this crowd, because they're supportive right to the very end. Even people coming up and shaking my hand and saying good job. I'm like, you watched the same game I did? It's unbelievable. You just want to reward the support that everybody gives us here, and we're definitely not doing that. We're not doing that as a collective. We're not doing that individually. I want to reward them with an end of season game, but it's almost too late. No, we got to reward them with something more sustainable and long term. That's what we owe them.
And just for you, Bull, I know we can't really blame injuries on the miscommunications and the lack of chemistry for the team, but how hard has it been for you as a player to sort of get on the court with players who are injured and coming in and out, to be able to develop that chemistry you need to succeed?
Yeah, adversity is adversity, but we just got to respond, I guess. And I'm a huge part of the shortcomings of this team, and coach has given me a lot of responsibility. So I think as a collective, we just got to do a better job. And I think that's it. There's no excuses.
But definitely a big week for yourself, mate, to break that three-point record, that rookie record. How proud of yourself for that accomplishment?
I don't know how much that means because of our season. So I don't know.
But I guess a pretty big off season. You've certainly made a case to come back to Cairns next year. How keen are you to come back and play for the Taipans and Forde?
Yeah, I want to come back. So we'll chat about that.
Bull, how important is Saturday night now to finish off on a good note? Like Forde said, reward the fans who have been coming out all season, but reward yourselves with a good performance as well. How important is it?
I think this is, sorry to interrupt, I think this is the problem. Like, we're too busy trying to reward ourselves. Like, it's about time we start giving back to someone else.
Well, yeah, I mean, touching on that, Bull, what are your thoughts now going to that last game?
Yeah, what coach said.
Forde, I mean, what about the home fans as well? I mean, as you touched on, they don't go away in Cairns. They support you no matter what, but they deserve to see you put in a good performance, don't they?
100%, and they've deserved it all season long. This has been my argument. Is it's amazing again the support that we get in Cairns, and I walk in going to Woolies, and people coming up to us, and they're congratulating us for a hard fought effort, and I feel like I thank you for the support, but no, I want to set your standards higher, because while that was a half decent effort, we lost, and we can do so much better. And it'd be great. Let's finish out the season with a win in front of the crowd, and let's get something more sustainable, something more long term, and again, I will do whatever I can to get that done with everybody involved. And if we're in the same position next year, I'll put my hand up and say I'm not the guy, right? I can't do it. But let's give it a red hot crack and make sure that whatever the product that we put on the floor, we got everybody on the same page. And I've dropped the ball in multiple areas this season because of our results. So I have to look and say, how can I, be better in my position? The same way I'm going to look to Bull and Keanu and everybody else to, how can we make you better? The same criticisms directed towards me. So, yes, I want to give what this fan base and this community deserves.